There's a story in Luke chapter 7. What's happened is Jesus is really going well in his ministry. He has these people who are against him. They're called the Pharisees. These are religious leaders of the day. Anyway, one of those Pharisees, his name is Simon, he invites Jesus to his house to eat. And so they would like lay down on the ground and recline there and eat. And this would have been a big thing for Simon to invite over because it really probably meant he's trusting Jesus and believing Jesus. But in what happens is in walks this woman, which would not have been invited, by the way, but she was a woman of ill repute. She had quite the reputation. And she walks in, and as she does, she comes directly to Jesus and she starts to cry, and she wipes her tears all over his feet and takes her hair and wipes his feet off. And then it talks about taking some perfume and pouring on his feet, and explains that that was like a year's wages. Think about that, like $50,000 worth of perfume being poured on some dude's feet is really strange. And it makes sense why people were offended by that. And Simon gets really worked up because he has come in this situation. He's put his neck out on the line, just inviting Jesus over, and he might be losing his whole reputation and his whole livelihood by having Jesus there. And now Jesus is letting this woman do this. And Jesus says these words, and these words years ago, they really kind of shook me to my soul. He says these words, "Simon, do you see the woman?" How often do we go through life where we just judge people? We see their actions. We see what they are. We know who we think they are and what they've always been, and we never actually see the person. We judge them for their behavior, and what's actually happening is inside their soul was crying out. Here Simon is so concerned about what other people think about him, about his livelihood, and also about his home, that he fails to see a woman who is loved by Jesus, accepted by Jesus, and a life is changed by Jesus. I guess the encouragement today is simple. Instead of seeing the actions and seeing what you want to see, maybe you'd stop today and look somebody and see the woman, see the person, and find a way to love them like Jesus would.